Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our video today. This is the first of the question and answer videos that we mentioned in the last videos last week. So what we're going to do is basically take some of the questions you've asked during the week in the comments section, which is obviously below, and answer those questions for you. So the first one we're going to do is from Rebecca Whittle. She wants to know, how often should you be visiting an audiologist? Is this something you need to do on a regular basis or only when there's a problem? We're always trying to promote hearing health, so it's always a good idea to get your ears checked regularly. Most audiology companies out there will offer free hearing tests, and they're more than happy for you to come along and have your hearing checked. As with anything else medical, if we catch something a lot sooner or at the start of any conditions, we can normally give you better advice as far as managing those conditions are concerned. So yeah, always think about getting your hearing checked. It's always worth doing, even if you go along and everything's normal, it's worth having it done on a regular basis. Most people don't tend to think about it unless there's a problem, and then they'll come along, as with anything else really. Okay, so the next question we have is from Jaylen B. Jaylen B asked, why do we use olive oil rather than hydrogen peroxide in a lot of our microsuction videos? The main reason is that when you use olive oil, it only softens the outer part of the wax and helps us to get a better microsuction grip onto that wax. And the oil itself then will also lubricate the ear canal, so it means it slides out of the ear a lot better. When you're using hydrogen peroxide, it tends to be quite aggressive because it's quite alkaline and quite strong, so it will liquefy the wax. It'll turn the wax into almost like a mush in the ear canal. So it coats the canal walls, the eardrum, it goes everywhere it shouldn't be. Now when you're using microsuction to remove that, then it means you're working a lot closer to the canal walls and to the eardrum itself. So in that case, it would be a little bit more uncomfortable for the patient, and here at Audiology Associates, we're all about making this procedure as comfortable for the patient as we possibly can, which is why we use olive oil over hydrogen peroxide. Okay, the next question we have is from Helen Longhurst. Helen Longhurst wants to know, what makes a perforation well behaved? This is a term I use a lot. It's not a medically recognized term. I'm just telling you that it's well behaved. What I mean by that is that there's no history of infection with this perforation. It's not discharging. It's not causing any problems for the patient. So it's basically the patient has a perforation but has no other symptoms with it apart from maybe a little bit of hearing loss. So yeah, that's what I mean by a well-behaved perforation. The next question, another perforated eardrum question, was from Kevin Finkel. He wanted to know, can a person still hear with a perforated eardrum? And if any wax gets through the hole into the middle ear space, how do you remove that? Yes, a person can still hear if they have a perforated eardrum. Their hearing will probably be reduced depending on the size of the perforation. So if it's a very small perforation, there'll probably be very little difference in hearing. But if it's quite a large perforation, then that person would have reduced hearing. So it would affect them in that way, but there would still be some hearing there. As far as if any wax gets through the gap, wax tends to be produced in the outer ear, so from the eardrum outwards. So the chances of getting wax behind that eardrum is pretty slim. If it did get in there, probably the ear, nose and throat consultant would be the person to remove that, because obviously you're going to need to go into a much more delicate space there with the three little middle ear bones in there as well. So yeah, that would probably be a referral to ear, nose and throat to get that suctioned out or removed. Okay, the next question we have is from John Dyson. We're getting this one a lot in the comments, asking, are we ever going to post a video where we show a cholesteatoma removal? And the short answer to that one is no, we're not. We are an audiology company, so we're audiologists. Things like cholesteatoma removal would involve surgery, so that would be an ear, nose and throat consultant or ear, nose and throat surgeon that would carry that out. As far as getting that removed is concerned, that would need to be done in the hospital. So because we're not an ear, nose and throat consultant, we don't do surgery, it wouldn't be something we would show here. So it's no plans to bring one of those up. Obviously, if we do spot any while we're doing the suction, we'll post those videos so you can get to see them anyway, because I know you guys are really interested in them, and we'll explain it as we're going along. The last question we had today is from the internet. They asked, how did we get into audiology? How long have we been doing it? And what the process is to become an ear care professional. I've been an audiologist for 17 years, so I trained in the National Health Service here in the UK, and then I now own my own private business, which is Audiology Associates. It's a really good career. It's a fab one to get into. There's a lot of job satisfaction. There's a good balance of science and practical. So I thoroughly love my job. I think it's an absolutely amazing job. And the difference we make to people when they walk out of the clinic, they're much happier, much more relieved. They can hear better. It's a fantastic job. As far as the training here in the UK to become an audiologist, it's a 4-year degree course. It changes all over the world, so some are masters, some are doctorates, so it just depends on where you are within the world as to what the training course is for you. Well, Thanks for watching the video today, guys. I hope that answered some of your questions. We do love to get questions, so by all means pop them into the comments below. We'll do this type of video once a week just so that we can answer any questions that come up in the videos for the 2 videos for the week before. What would be really helpful for me, if there's a question you would really like the answer to and it's already been asked, click a like on that question. That way then we can look at the most liked questions and we can really get to the answers that you guys want to hear. So thanks very much again for watching, guys, and as always, take care and I'll see you next time.